Hello there, this is a new video about a topic which I'm not sure how people will react to. I'll be talking about Afghanistan and what's been recently happening there. I wasn't really planning on talking about this, but I just wanted to talk about it. So as most people, if you're keeping up with the news, the Taliban took over Afghanistan after the US prematurely left, let's say. And a lot of things have been going on, weird things that the Taliban trying to convince people that they're more progressive, even though they're not. It's just out of, pretending to be so they can get more backing by foreign powers, which won't really last, and it hasn't really been lasting. So, what's been recently happening with Afghanistan? So, a couple of things is, the far-right protesters have been holding the old Afghan flag, which they would not really like. So they, I don't know how many people are killed, but I think it was 8. I'm not too sure. So that happened. The the airport, which has been pretty fucking terrible. People holding on, trying to escape, trying to hold on to airplanes because they're desperate, and falling off, which is even more terrible. And what it makes it worse is it could have been, well, what would you say? I was not for intervention. If they were going to intervene, they should have gone in. The US should have gone in, taken care of Al Qaeda, taken Bin Laden out, and then left. Just do that. So all you needed to do, because the last 20 years has been the most. Well, it's been worthless. There was no reason for it. Everything that we've done in the last 20 years collapsed in a couple of days. And what infuriates me more is Biden. Every single thing he has said since the beginning of this has been disproven, proven wrong by his own fucking government people, and he just looks stupid. And I genuinely believe people who voted for him are the most dumbest people in the world. The only reason they voted for him because he was not Trump. That's it. That is the worst fucking reason for voting for somebody ever. The man is mentally diminished, let's say. He can't fucking remember basic things. He's said dumbass things like President Kamala, like, even though, let's be fair, she's probably the real power in this. I just can't believe people are that dumb. I was like, why did you vote for this guy? If you truly believe he's better than Trump, which he isn't, like you voted for him because he wasn't Trump, you're a fucking idiot. There were signs there that he was not mentally there. If you can, it just annoys me very much. It's like, and let's go back to Afghanistan. Everything he has said about that has been proven wrong. He said, "Oh, we haven't." Oh no, this was I forgot her name. Was one of the people under him. She said, "Oh, we haven't." She snapped her a fox reporter. He said, "Oh, you've stranded Americans in Afghanistan." Then she says, "We haven't stranded them. We've been keeping contact with them." But that's just a fucking lie. That's just a blatant lie. Like, what the? That's just. Oh, and recently, I think yesterday or today, American soldiers were killed. So that just fucking smacked. That's just pure lies once again. And Biden, He literally could have done this so much. It's like a second. A lot of people saying it's a second Saigon, what happened in Afghanistan, which it is. It is. It is been an absolute failure, and they've been saying, "Oh, Biden said another year wouldn't have changed anything." That's not what we're arguing. You should have fucking prepared this better. If you're gonna leave, which I would say you should leave. You should have done it better, a lot better than what you did. You should have evacuated all the translators, interpreters, all of that. Then, taken all your shit and not given it to the Afghan, because now they have drones, they have jeeps, they have MRABs or whatever. I'm not too sure. I'm that military guy, but they've got tons of guns. They've got helicopters. They've got Air Force now. Taliban with the Air Force. That'll be fun. Expect more terrorist attacks. So, yeah, you should have taken all your shit. Like some people know that the Americans just leave guns there. Like after they left, in certain places where they just leave guns because it's, cheaper just to not transport them and just buy new ones. But take fucking helicopters. You could have taken helicopters. You could have taken your vehicles. You could have taken most of that. And now you just, because before they even announced that they were going to leave, the reports of the Afghan army, giving up in certain locations, that should have been warning bells. He was warned that this was, well, he wasn't really warned that they were going to collapse in 3 days. I don't think many people were expecting that, but he was warned that the Afghan army was not up to the task. You should have grabbed the stuff, taken it back, then announced that they were leaving, because then they would have as much shit as they have. Like, if they took all the Air Force away, or like left Afghanistan in a state where it can defend itself against the Taliban, they wouldn't have the Air Force, weapons, vehicles, all of that. They wouldn't have as much of that. They probably would have still got it, but not as much of it, which is the important thing. And now you see images, videos of people at the gate of the airport begging to be let in, which is just it could have been done so much better. Because I saw a video of the interpreter for the US or British, I'm not too sure, are getting beaten up, which they said they weren't going to do, but you can't really trust the Taliban. That's what they do. Most people knew that was going to happen, and we did nothing. We literally did nothing. They helped us, and we just left them. That is setting such a dangerous precedent, because the rest of like Taiwan, let's say, they're not going to trust America. That's just a fact. What happened in Afghanistan happened, the Taiwanese people not a lot of confidence in the US, and China must be laughing their ass off, because they've just shown, well, America has shown the world that they're incompetent. They're just incompetent. Like, you've fucked up so much right there, because most your allies think you're incompetent. China is just gonna go in there, try and get some sort of deal with the Taliban where they can get some more minerals or some shit. So it's just a big win for China and Russia, I guess. And then you go to the British side, which left with them, and I don't blame them too much, because the US was the main force. So if the British stayed, it was not really going to be a good idea. So they left, and they didn't evacuate British people that had British passports and documents, because that's just a smart idea. I feel bad for the people there, because the people want to get out and they're desperate. The soldiers there are trying to have some order. I feel bad for them because they're gonna have to deal with this. They've dealt with this all the time for a couple of days now, and it's just the amount of stupidity that goes. It's just pure incompetence. You could have been done so much better. And people like Biden are trying to change the facts, I guess, and saying, oh, most people wanted to stay in Afghanistan. No, we didn't want to stay in Afghanistan. We wanted you to do your job better. That was the thing. You should have done this far, far, far better than what you did. And it's just like a Saigon now. It is Saigon. Well, there was just pure incompetence. That's all I wanted to talk about. I'll probably talk about it again because I have more things to say. I just did a quick video. Thanks for watching. I'll probably see you in the next video. Thank you much for watching.